How do you feel today went?
I feel good. Just give me a second, guys. Oh. No, I feel really, really good. Generally had a really good session today. So I really enjoyed driving around the track today. The car is feeling better and better as we work more through it and we understand it more. And whilst we had the tyre test at the end, it was just reconnaissance laps, just like practice. But yeah, I don't know really where we stand compared to others because everyone's on different programs. Obviously, George was on a different program because he missed P1, but I just focused on mine.
And you feel it can get better throughout the weekend as well, do you?
Oh, I have no idea. You never know with this car. Tomorrow morning it could slap me in the face and not be happy, but I hope that's not the case. And I hope, of course, we'll do plenty of work tonight to see if we can etch ourselves a little bit further forwards.
And when it comes to the 2023 tyres, if you were racing on them this weekend, would you have an even better chance of being further up the field?
With this car, no. It's the same car, so I don't think it would change the order, the tyres. They seem very, very much the same. Maybe a little bit more consistent, maybe on the long run, potentially. Not overheating as much, potentially, but in general, like, it's not a lot different.
How happy are you with the work that you've done today, given you weren't in FP1?
I mean, obviously there was only 4 drivers who ran the current tyres and the soft tyres in FP2, so I guess if we was anything but in the top 4, it would have been a bit of a disappointing session. But the car's working well at the moment and got a good feel around here. The pace is looking relatively strong, but we know the challenges at a circuit like this. I think Sunday's going to be really difficult with temperature management for the engine, for the brakes. Qualifying the tyres in the right window for that single lap is also going to be really difficult, but probably one of the better Fridays for sure.
Do you feel it's podium possible at least?
Yeah, I'd like to think it's definitely podium possible at least. As I said, it's probably one of, if not our best Friday of the year. So between the two of us, we've got 14 podiums, so that's absolutely what we'll be going for. But not having the normal FP2 run-in where you get to understand the long run, the consecutive laps of your rivals is going to be difficult to know, and we can soon get into a lot of trouble if the temperature's a bit hotter or a bit cooler and we find ourselves having to manage everything on Sunday. So it's not going to be a straightforward Saturday and Sunday for sure.
Okay then, and switching our attention to the 2023 tyres, when you put those on, were you happy with them? Does it give you confidence for next year?
Yeah, I think we were running at 70 degrees blanket temperatures compared to the 50 degrees which we ran in Austin, and they were definitely a step forward. I think we've got a lot of talk about trying to remove the tyre blankets for the future, but the fact is, if we do remove the tyre blankets or we do run at the lower temperature of the 50 degrees, we'll have to be doing preparation laps every single time we go out, so you'll be consuming a lot more energy by doing the extra lap compared to reducing it by the 20 degrees. So being back up at the 70 degrees is definitely the direction we need to go in, and if anything, need to go probably a little bit higher as well.
Did it take you back to your F2 days?
Well, obviously in F2 you have no tyre blankets, but you're not going around the track anywhere near as fast as what you're doing in an F1 car. And as you see in F2, they do 2 preparation laps ahead of every single qualifying lap they do. So I understand part of the reason why we want to do it, but it's probably, when you look at all the numbers and you take everything into consideration, it probably isn't the direction we need to go at the moment.
Joe, tricky day out there, stopping in FP1 and FP2. Can you talk us through some of those issues?
Yeah, FP1, of course, my gear was stuck in the practice start, and then we got it fixed, got it going again, so it was okay. And then today, this afternoon, we had a lot other issues, small issue in the long run, and then in the end, it was a hydraulic problem, so I have to stop the car on track, otherwise it could be causing bigger issue, and you never know. So yeah, not an easy day, pretty messy out there, but at least I was able to learn the track, and the car with the normal tyre, which seems to be quite strong, and a few tricks I have to do myself, and we should be ready tomorrow and hopefully get a more smooth and cleaner day.
So you feel confident ahead of the weekend despite these reliability issues? You think the car suits this track?
Yeah, I mean, let's say when we had the new upgrade since Austin, everything been working extremely quite well, especially in one lap performance. And yeah, I feel like I'm confident that we can have a strong car here, but yeah, priority, like I said, to get rid of the issue, and then we should be good to go.
Lance, it seemed a productive day. You were just outside the top 10. How did it go?
Yeah, I mean, not much to say about FP2. It's just Pirelli tire testing, but good to get some laps in and yeah, get a feeling for the car.
And you know, recently you guys have been in the points. Does that speak well of Aston Martin's upgrades?
I think so, yeah. It's definitely, we've improved the car a lot this year, so got to try and keep it going this weekend.